So, Just Shapes and Beats is a game. It's a game where you're a square that fights off pink things. So I decided to face off against every single boss and give him a ranking. So, quick disclaimers before we start this video. I just want to say spoilers to every single boss in this game. Photo seizure warning, and what's the other thing? Oh yeah, this is all my opinion. So if you don't agree with it, that's completely fine. Just my opinion. Let's do this. Starting off this recording with, in last place, I do this thing, Barracuda. Yeah, this boss isn't that. This boss is cool. It's neat. It's a triangle. It's really easy compared to the others. I know I take damage in this recording, but I have S-ranked this on all the difficulties. Or have I? Have I? I don't know. I'll have to check. If I haven't, I gotta do that. But yeah, it's really easy. There's not too much to talk about. I have another complaint about this one. As you go through the fight, it actually gets easier, which I don't think fights should do that. They should get harder as they go on. So yeah, last place. The first boss in the game is up next. He's a little bit better than the triangle, but he's also insanely easy, and the attacks aren't the most unique. But it's fine for this one, mainly because it's the first boss. They didn't have to do anything too crazy, and I feel like it works well for a first boss, but on this tier list compared to others, it's just not that good. I've actually never played a Shovel Knight game in my life. So when I don't know if this is like a reference to anything, or if this is like just a unique fight with a music track from the game, or if this isn't even a music track. But this fight's pretty easy and pretty basic at the same time. It has one unique attack where it throws the scythe, but besides that, it's literally just doing circles, you know, very basic stuff. I feel like I should be getting something harder because it's such simple attacks. The only reason it's not as easy as the Barracuda one is mainly because of its scythe attack being a little bit on the difficult side, but even that I can pull it off. It's really easy, and it feels a lot more basic compared to the other fights, and for that reason alone, I don't feel like it deserves any higher of a rating. Cool design, interesting, I guess, but it just, I don't know, it feels like it kind of flunked on the difficulty. I'm putting a new game here. This one is cool, but there are just simply others that I think are a little bit better, not to mention the fact that his one attack that is difficult, to be honest, doesn't last long. Like, it doesn't last too long. This is a really cool fight. I do have one major problem with it. The last attack he throws at you is the easiest of the entire fight. The whole cannon attack, probably not going to see it, but yeah, he has a cannon attack. It's super easy to dodge. Like, it's not hard at all. Like, right now, what you're seeing is what I consider to be the only difficult-ish part of the fight, and even this, I can beat this. Like, I'm not, like, suffering from that hard of a difficulty. So yeah, it's just, it has difficult things, but the difficultness, it doesn't last long, and there's just simply others that are a little bit better than it. Anyway, here's the cannon attack, easiest attack of the entire fight, and it's his final move. He adds in, like, particles that attack you, but it doesn't make it any harder. Next up. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but yeah. This one is difficult. Yes, it is difficult, but I have a problem. The start is the only thing that's difficult. This attack here, what you're seeing, is part of the only things that difficult. I put it up higher than New Game mainly because it lasts a little bit longer. Like this whole head thing here, it is a little bit difficult. But as the fight progresses, it's pretty easy, to be honest. Like, the end of it should be harder. Like, the start should be the easy part, and the end should be the difficult part. Like, I'm throwing these out randomly, and I don't know. I really feel like they could have done it better. It's still a really fun fight to play. Like, all of these fights, even in the last place, I still love playing them. But it's just, not, like, we're getting higher up in the game during this fight. I feel like it should be, more difficult, to say the least. Like, yeah. It's still a really cool fight, though, which is why I put it up this high. And I don't think it's too bad, just could use a bit more difficulty at the end. I like this one, but I simply could not put it up as high as the others. But yeah, this one here does something that I wish the others did. The ending is harder than the beginning. Like, the beginning just has lasers, but the ending of the fight actually has the difficult attacks. I sped it up for a little bit, and as you can see, it gets a little bit harder as it goes by. By the way, I decided not to cheat on this attack. I know there's a way to cheat on it, but I didn't do it because I'm trying to show off the attacks how they're supposed to be played. But yeah, it just gets harder as the fight goes by, and that's a really good thing. I like this fight a lot. I couldn't put it as high as others because others are a bit more difficult than it, but I like how it does it. Even though the attacks aren't the most difficult, it does make it harder as the fight goes on. As you can see here, this part, when you're approaching the end, you get this, which is a little difficult. At the same time, it's not, but it's a little hard, and that's a good thing. It gets harder as the fight goes on, which is why I'm putting it up so high. Also, I like the cube dude. So yeah. This fight, you're running up a tower, so design-wise, this thing's cool. It has difficult moments, but they aren't the most difficult still. I mean, I still managed to beat it, obviously. I beat the game, so yeah, still managed to do it. But it has attacks, and design-wise, this fight is really cool to me, how you're like racing up the tower, and then you reach the part with this dude. He does use his cannon attack, which kind of upsetting to me because the cannon attack, however, does get harder, which is obviously what I would want. See, this is what I was expecting, something that was difficult-ish. Now this part here is not hard. I consider this to be the harder part, where you're racing up the tower and he shoots his cannons. It's not the most difficult, but it's a lot harder than other attacks. It got harder at the end, and I almost died in this recording. Almost. I didn't actually, but I got close. But yeah, they did it well. It was cool to play. I liked it. As an Undertale fan, when this one came up, I knew I was playing. We all do. All of us Undertale fans out there know this beat. They did a remix, and it was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna talk about the songs though, because they're more, well, I'm not gonna talk about the beats. But yeah, this fight is cool. It's difficult. It gets harder at the end. It's spider themed, which I like insects. I have a pet dubia cockroach named Stitch, because why not? Anyway, it got difficult. It was a fun to play fight. It got difficult. It had stuff going on. Like, it's what I wanted from the fight. But I do think that there's one that's better than this. Where else would I put the final boss of the normal game on the list? This is the final boss of the normal game. And it's great. It's awesome. It's got difficult moments. It has a fight that goes by. There's actually 2 parts to this fight, but I'm not going to go over both the parts, mainly because I'd have to play the story mode again, and I could just select the chapter, but I don't feel like it. So you're just going to get to see this part. But yeah, technically there's 2 parts to it, which another upside right there. And the fight gets difficult. Very, very difficult. Actually took me a couple attempts to beat this one on expert mode, which is good. I like difficulty in my fights. So this is what I was looking for. It's really well put together. It has stuff going on. I believe it gets difficult yeah, it gets difficult as the fight goes on. It's just well made. It's really well put together. Easily my favorite fight in the game. Well, there you have it. My honest opinion on all of these fights. I'm gonna make this clear again that this was all my opinion. If you disagree with this, that is 100% okay. We all got opinions. We all got opinions. But yeah. So that was it. That was the video. If you like this video, like and subscribe and hit the bell. If you liked it, you don't have to. You don't have to like the video. That's fine. But yeah, this is my first time doing a video like this. I believe I've been on YouTube for actually longer than it sounds. My first video was a cluster truck video a long time ago. Like, I haven't checked. It was 1 year before the oldest video you see. So if my channel's 1 year old, it's actually 2 years old. But if it's 2 years old now, it's actually 1 year old. I haven't checked in a long time. I wanted to get this video out sooner, but I couldn't find my capture card. I looked for it for days and then realized it was in the spot that it's supposed to be. It was on my shelf. So yeah. But that was the video. Thank you so much if you watched it. Yeah, I had a good time making this video. I really wanted to do something styled like this. And it was fun. It was fun to make. I plan on doing other stuff in this genre, like maybe Gungeon, maybe even Ice Station Z. I don't know. I don't know. I wanna continue trying this whole type of video design, because it's more fun for me than it is to play the mobile games. I personally don't have as much fun with those, you know, and I'm here to have fun on YouTube, so this is probably what you're gonna see me doing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and that's it. Have a good day, and thank you so much for watching.